Hello everyone, Venris here, and today is the day that I decided to talk about Shadow of Change, drama, shit show, statement, name as you want it. So, wow, there's, there's really a lot to unpack today, and yeah, I want to start with one statement from myself. That I won't be going much into the details of many things because like everyone is talking about it. I want to make a brief summary of what happened since my last video because tons of stuff happened. Tons of good stuff. I think the things that we are seeing right now in terms of the community are really, really good, and I need to of the fun. Okay, so first of all, for almost 2 weeks after the DLC was announced, we had zero statement from Creative Assembly. People were really furious about this price. I talked about it. Tons of content creators, tons of people, tons of you, members of the community, raised their voices and were saying the same thing. The DLC is way too expensive. The DLC, $25 for a Lord DLC, that doesn't look doesn't look bad, but it's not looking as good as you could imagine it could look for the price. Yeah, people didn't agree on that. And yeah, on August 17th, so 4 days ago, when I'm recording this video, we had a statement from Rob Bartholomew, sorry if I butchered your name, chief producer officer at Creative Assembly. So this is a very high person. The person is on a very high in the company, and the statement is very funny, I would say. Yeah, it really links to the things that I was saying the last time. So let's go with a brief summary. Yeah, because in this video I really want to talk about how I see the partnership with the CA, how I see the fact with moddings, and many other stuff like that. So this won't be talking about the statement only. But the brief summary of the statement is that the costs are getting high, so we had to increase the price so we can maintain the Warhammer 3. Many people thought it's like a threat, yeah? That CA is saying buy the DLC or we won't be supporting Warhammer 3 anymore. And that really enraged people. I think this overall backlash of this statement may be a bit too much, but not because of the statement. It's let's say overblown because of how really shitty the support of Warhammer 3 was from the day one. Yeah. So this statement overall really lit the fire, yeah? It added the fuel, and we have tons of stuff to unpack here. The biggest thing is total review bombing of the game. The game from 77 or 8 on Steam now is 68 only. It's mixed right now in the review. You see it in Polish, but it's called mixed and mostly negative. Only 20% of recent reviews, almost 4K of those reviews, are positive. Only 20% are positive. Almost is negative. This is the worst rated Total War Warhammer game. Total War game, I think even. So yes, this is a lot. People are really furious. And I think for the first time, this statement made something that united the players. Because if you get back to when the game was released, Warhammer 3, I made a review of the game. This was my first review on the channel, and I said one thing at the end of this video: don't buy this game. It's undercooked, it's not finished, it's very buggy, and it's in the wrong state. And I'm giving it a negative review on Steam. Yes, my review is still here. You can see it. Yeah, I'm not changing it. My review is still from here. It's from the 6th of May. I said it. Many people disagreed on that. I would even say that many people were very angry at what I did. That I said that the game is in poor state, that it will get better, anyways, it will be better in a year or even 6 months. You will see when Immortal Empires are released. And you know what? Immortal Empires were released. The game is in even worse state right now. Immortal Empires never went off from beta state. the change from beta to normal was just removal of a text. Nothing really happened. And I'm saying this as a person that is working on this game. I won't say modding even. I'm working daily, 8 hours a day at least, for the past 6 years. And there are very few people in a community, I think, that know tables and how this game works inside as I am. Because I'm working on it. I was working on it when there were no tutorials. We will need to learn from each other, help each other. There were no search buttons, things like that. We had to everything do by our own. Yeah, there are very few people like that on the Modding Den, Agora, and other modding Discord. And you know what? That's why I think that the game was in a poorly state on the release. It's not better right now. It's really no better. I even talked about this in the last video when I was saying about the patch 3.0, that I think that was very shitty patch that didn't fix anything, add a lot of bugs, no quality of life changes, anything. Added great DLC. Yeah, Forge of the Chaos Dwarves was a fantastic DLC, but also overpriced. And also with the review of the DLC, I said I won't be surprised if the next Lord DLC will be also the $25. No one believed that then. And we have it right now. Community is furious, everyone is angry, people are voting, people review bombing, but let's stop for a moment and think if this will even change anything. Yeah, because wow, there are tons of rumors right now about the game, like insane amount of rumors. There's a rumor that Warhammer 3 team is only 20 people right now. Someone said, oh, this is only 20 people. Like, if those people know the game even in half as I know it, and other many talented modders, tons of talented modders, if those 20 people know the game in at least 50% of an average modder side, those 20 people would be able to make this whole game. Fix it, make it, and be done. There are modders that are making models, animations in a span of a week. Of course. Some just have talent. Yeah, let's go. But we're talking about a company that pays their employees. And if only 20 people is doing this content of Shadow of Change, the thing that we saw recently. I'm not talking about the content just yet, the full in terms of the video, because we don't have the info about Matter of Stanka mechanics just yet. But from what I saw just yet, the quality of life changes and other stuff that are going with the update 4.0, I think there's something bad in CA, because I don't think that those 20 people were full-time working on this, because this is like, whoa, people are giving very good examples, you know, like on Reddit. The Reddit is fantastic right now. This is like the mine of memes, stuff like that. It's like, whoa. So Nakai fix is where is like one line. I think we even have it in SFO for ages. We had it like since the last since the bug happened. Yeah. Yeah, it was somewhere there. So yeah, we had the thing for the Nakai already fixed. Yeah, it's literally one row to fix. We had other bugs. We have fantastic modders like community bug fix mod. It had tons of bug fixes. None of those bug fixes are in the game still since the release. Almost 2 years after the release, a year and a half, let's say. We still don't have most of those fixes. Where are those fixes? Where is the actual quality of life changes for Warhammer 3? That's my biggest concern. I was thrilled for every update, for every DLC in Warhammer 2. Not because, that's quite important, not only because of the DLC content, that not always was best. Yeah, let's Queen and the Crown, not the best. Nakai and Marcus will fight, not the best DLCs. At least they were not overpriced. But the thing is, that with every DLC, there were tons of fixes, tons of quality of life changes, and so many in-game changes that most mods were broken. You know how much time usually it takes to fix the mod right now in Warhammer 3? A couple of minutes, sometimes. Day 2, yeah? With Forge of the Chaos Wars, it took really fast for us to fix it. Not because only that we are better at modding, yeah, over time, and we're better at modding, but because there was so little actual changes out there. Immortal Empires took a lot, yeah, because some systems were revamped, yeah, like the building system was revamped to way better tables because it was using the system from times of I don't know Rome 2 or even older systems. But my point here is that Warhammer 3 right now is in a poor state, and many people were saying that since the release. Mandalore Gaming, look on his giant review of Warhammer 3 and what he says at the end. It's a game that you should not buy right now. He made a great post on Twitter recently. Frog was boiled. People were not saying right now it. People were not saying that. Many people usually call modders a people that like to hate on a base game. But the big difference is that many modders know how easy it is to fix things, how the things are working. I'm not saying that we are saviors of the community because the game should not require mods to work. Game should not require mods to be good. Example of Skyrim. Yes, Skyrim is 10 out of 10 with mods. But I still played this game several times without the mods when it was released, and it was freaking fantastic. Playing Warhammer 3 on release, especially the DLC ones, is different experience, let's say. Warhammer 3 is in a bad state. This is a game in bad state, in my opinion. But yeah, okay, let's stop with the bashing, yeah? Let's talk about the more important thing. That because community was united, thanks to this statement. And we have tons of great memes. We have big YouTubers that are starting to talk about it. We had an article on IGN, Polish media also, if you're from Poland, you know. We have some memes, as I was saying, modders, yeah, making own games, because there are tons of fantastic mods, like old Lost Factions mods. Those are freaking fantastic mods, yeah. We have very good video made by the Great Book of Grudges. He made it with several other creators like let me go please, Monster About, Colonel Damners, and Nerd Rage Fred. And they made a fantastic video talking that they didn't knew about anything about it. They are content creators that really don't know what to do right now, because CA is shooting their own foot. And this is a thing that is happening for a year and a half. I want to remind you that there are tons of stuff that were promised when Warhammer 3 was releasing, because many people were afraid of transition to Warhammer 3 from Warhammer 2. First of all, we're promised that the updates of Warhammer 3 will be very often and will be between DLCs. Did we got it? No, we don't. We got it only with Immortal Empires, let's call beta release. Yeah. Besides that, no. I really want to talk about each of the update for Warhammer 3 later on, and how the stupid the naming is. Like first letter should be the name of the patch, especially when it's doing nothing, because it's convoluted for me. Okay, but going further, because goddammit, we had this situation. Let me check on my notes. Sorry, that many content creators are starting to talk about it. Yeah. Overall, for the past 6 years, there's always like a thing that I would call there was a fear from Creative Assembly. Yeah, Legend of Totalwar made a great video some time ago about it. How he was blacklisted, then he got back, and then he didn't took the DLC again. from the CA when they wanted to give him to him to counter program. And the thing is that it's very easy to be blacklisted by Creative Assembly. Yeah, sorry, I'm saying it right now. Yeah, I'm a person that I had personal contact with Creative Assembly, people from there for past 6 years. Never had a problem with any of them. They are great people, but goddamn it, the decision making in this company is fucking terrible. Yeah, the decision making is always good when there is a shit show. There were tons of shit shows in terms of the community that were never published, and when something were happening, CA was fantastic resolving those, doing other stuff. Yeah, none of those you ever heard about, so I'm not going to talk about them, but they were great. But you know what, since Warhammer 3 we have almost zero contact with Creative Assembly modders overall. There are modding forums, Discord, and I checked yesterday, I think, and there were no response from CA for past 3 months, not for even one question, and there are several questions daily. Well, how this thing is working, why it's not working, can we help you to fix it, we found a bug, can we help you in fixing that, maybe we can improve that for the next update, can you add this fake button so we can mod better, things like that. And you know what, none of those is responded. We don't have any response from CA for past 3 months, not on the official Discords, at least those that were always contacting with CA for past 6 years. But besides that, there was a big promise from CA that many things will be more moddable in Warhammer 3. From my experience, I can say that game is more moddable in like 10%, maybe. Yeah. Most of the things are even harder to mod. Some things are not working. And overall, the game is in poor state. Yeah. What can I tell more about this situation right now? The game is in poor state. The game is just in a poor state. Mostly negative reviews. I totally agree with them. And what else to add? Sadly, this is also not the first situation of that with CA. We had a situation with Rome. There was a backlash after the paid DLC camels that were previously in free, and so on. I don't want to go into the details. I was not back then playing Total Wars. I came only with Warhammer, so I cannot talk about it. But this is not the first time there are communication problems. And for the past year, I'm now developing my own game. So I cannot, let's say, say that I'm a specialist right now. But I'm talking with a lot of companies right now. With developers, so on. I went on several conferences to talk with people, and Creative Assembly communication with community is trash. Let's face it, communication is really bad. We had one great community manager that I sadly don't remember the name. He was on the release of Warhammer 3, and he was making posts daily posts with people, answering every question. It was fantastic. Then he said that he's leaving, and that's it. And that's it, yeah. And we are right now, what? In review bombing. The DLC fate is somewhere in the air. We don't know how it will end. And we are still waiting for showcase of actual changes, what's going with the DLC, the things that are being shown besides the DLC content. I would say they are fine. The Cafe Lord is boring for me, at least. Changeling looking interesting. I don't know how Mother or Stanka will be doing. The quality of light changes with patch 4.0 looks lazy or bad. Like the harmony one, I think the harmony is really bad idea what they did. It's maybe not the bad, but it's like no-brainer system right now. And what else do we have? We need to wait. We really need to wait to see what it goes. I think this is a very big turning point for Total War as a community, for Creative Assembly also, a company that I always was saying that needs competition. Good companies need competition to make their products better. Total Wars were graduating down with every DLC, maybe not every DLC, but games like I think Warhammer 3 overall is a downgrade in terms of the mechanically how the game works. If we compare it to Warhammer 2, like if you remember Warhammer 2 after the release, it was a very bad release, way worse than Warhammer 3 in my opinion. But it was patched so fast that after a year and a half, it was a fantastic game. People came back to it. There were good DLCs, tons of quality of life changes, updates after this spam of time. And Warhammer 3, we are going down. We are really going down. Each update is going worse and worse and worse, in my opinion. Yeah. What I can say from my side, yeah, to not make this video like 30 minutes because really I want to talk about this topic. I still want to play this game. Very important thing is that I'm not a hater of Total War Warhammer 3. I'm just a person that is concerned about it. I want this game to be better. The problem is this, that I don't think that Creative Assembly want to make this game better. And that's the biggest concern of mine right now. We as a community, extremely happy that what is happening right now. That we are changing something here. That people united against bad practices, bad game support, and so on. Yeah, we need to you know point the finger at them. Yeah, at this point, yeah? Because those are our money. We put tons of money in this game right now with every DLC, and we want it better. That's what was made with Warhammer 2. Why they cannot do it again? Yeah, there are tons of great ideas from the community and the content creators, like making the custodian team that just fixes the bugs and releases the bug fixes. Most of the bug fixes doesn't require new saves. They are save compatible, those that are on list at least. So why not just release those? Yeah, let's have them. Let's make the game better for everyone, so more people can can buy it. This is the most selling game, I think, for the Creative Assembly right now. So let's not bury it. Yeah. And as I said, I'm not a hater of this game. I really like this game. I want to get back to it, but getting back to Warhammer 3 for me is way harder than getting back to Warhammer 2 because the game is in poor state. Yeah, mods should not fix the game. Mods should not be here to fix the game. They should enhance it, make it that it lasts longer for you. Not it fix it. It should not be a mandatory thing. Yeah. So, yeah. In terms of the SFO, if you want to know, we are working on a big update, quality of life changes, a lot of free content for everyone because we were really pissed with what is happening and thought, no, let's double work it. And we're working on several faction reworks. I can say it, Bretonia, Ogres, and Norska for now are on our list to do. Mostly done. We will be releasing videos about that. And what else? When we got all information about the DLC and Patch 4.0, I want to make a video discussing of what we are seeing. And of course, when the DLC releases, I will be streaming it and talking about the reviewing of the DLC, if it's worth your time. Okay, yeah. Sorry for this long blabbering, but god damn it, I think we should talk about it. I'm really happy that we are talking about it. Many people started to talk about it, and not many are people hot-headed right now. So that's even better for me because it's nice that we are just looking on it. And you know what? Let's not take the pitchforks. Let's just take forks for now and point at them at CA. Just take a step back, okay? It's not too late to change something. Make actual promises, and let's get back. Let's make things better. Yeah. So yeah, that was Venris. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, remember to leave a like, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, or you can always donate and support us via Patreon for SFO. Yeah. That was Venris and I'm out.